Okay. Hi, I'm Nathan Bond. I graduated from OIART in 2003, and I'm currently the monitor engineer for City and Color and Alexisonfire. Going to the school definitely gave me the knowledge to excel at the jobs that I had that got me to this point, for sure. It's going to give you just the skills that it doesn't matter if it's going into the studio or post-production or live sound. You're gonna learn how to use those skills, be it whichever way you go with it afterwards. But it's really gonna help for sure. The diploma from this school means a lot to a lot of people in the industry. They know that people that come out of the school are gonna work hard and do a good job. I knew I wanted to do it, for sure, well before I came here. When I was a teenager, I had a little sound system in my basement and played in a band with my cousin, and I was always kind of more drawn to the technical side of things. I was trying to make recordings in my basement with a 4-track cassette recorder, and I always knew I kind of wanted to do that. So when I found this school, it was for sure the place that I wanted to go to.
So I find if you go head height, you're kind of well above the audience's heads, and then just slightly tilt it up. And that will kind of just cover.
I travel with the band, and we carry our own monitor console, in-ears, wedge speakers if needed, and so my responsibility for the day is to set all that stuff up, and then I operate the show and tear it all down. So I do the monitors. So my mixing board is usually set up at the side of the stage, and what I'm doing sound for is for the artist. Everything that I do is what the artist hears, not the crowd. Sometimes it's on little speakers in front of them, monitor speakers. Sometimes it's on in-ear monitors. But I control and work one-on-one with the artist, and whatever they need to hear is what I do. I am responsible for handling all the RF frequencies, scanning of the RF environment every day, and coordinate all the frequencies so that everything works together fine and that we don't have any dropouts during the show. And on top of that, then it's just, I am mixing monitors for the whole band and the crew and the techs and everybody. We travel with the same mixing board everywhere, so everything's kind of already dialed up and saved, and just small tweaks every day. I find everything really quite enjoyable, especially with these gigs I'm doing now. There's not a lot that isn't fun. Sometimes you have a challenging venue, maybe a challenging load-in or load-out, or for the most part, we always make the best of everything and have a good time doing it. Traveling and touring is tiring. It can definitely take a toll. We spend a lot of time, on airplanes and a lot of time traveling, but it's also great. We've been literally almost all over the whole world. Though it is taxing, and it can be taxing on your family at home, it is a lot of fun, and we always make sure to make the best of it. We do play a lot of shows, but they're not always close to home. So when family does get to come out, it's pretty special. I like to, my dad likes to come to shows and stick right by me and hang out, even though staying side stage doesn't really sound the best. It is a lot of fun to have family out. I've got a 4.5-year-old at home and a wife, and when you get home, you're home. I don't have to go home and then go to work the next day. So it's nice. I get to be at home and, get to play with my daughter and have fun with her. And
do you remember Dallas?
Hi, yeah. How are ya? You okay? You excited to be here? Hey, we're gonna have a dance party later? Yeah.
It's tough leaving again after that, but it's kind of been like that our whole lives, so everyone's used to it.
How does it feel coming back 20 years later?
It's really cool. A lot's changed. A few things haven't changed. It was really nice just kind of seeing all the studio spaces and bringing back those old memories.
Memory lane.
I had a great time here. I really enjoyed my year at OIART to it. So I've always wanted to kind of give a little speech here about that, and maybe I can inspire somebody to become a live sound engineer and maybe do monitors, and if I did, then that's great. It does feel a lot smaller, right?
We're also twice the size.
Yeah.